And it happens. The video opens in a parking area near a library and nearby stores where a man is sitting inside his car and using his phone after stopping to get something to eat. Then multiple police units pull in. One of the officers approaches the car and begins speaking with him, explaining that they received a call from someone who saw the vehicle and wanted it checked out. The man explains where he is going and what he is doing there. He even gives his name. That man is Travis. Travis is known for dealing with law enforcement in a very particular way. He does not just go along with everything. He listens, responds, and then starts asking questions back, exposing how these interactions actually work. Sometimes it comes off sharp, sometimes even funny, but it is always grounded in understanding his rights. And that is what starts happening here. The officers keep pushing for more information, more details, more identification, including his date of birth. Travis stops it right there because now the roles flip. And that is where the officer starts losing his cool. What follows is the kind of move that could have ended the officer's career. Watch the full video and see for yourself.
How are you?
Good.
Everything all right over here?
Yep.
Okay. That's somebody called me that saw you parked here, I guess, last night.
Nope. No, I wasn't parked here last night.
Okay. Well, they saw this vehicle anyway, and so they called us to come check and to make sure everything's all right.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you trying to get to?
Where are you trying to get to?
Just finding out who you are is all. Make sure things are fine.
Yeah, things are okay. I have no complaints.
Okay. You mind if I check your ID and to know who you are? And
May I see your ID?
yeah, you bet. It's right here.
Oh, all right.
Deputy Nielsen,
I can
Sheriff's Office.
I can make a name tag too, I guess.
Yeah, do you have any ID I can double check?
May I see your ID?
You can just stay right there for now.
What? Am I being detained?
No, I'm just talking
Okay.
to you.
Yeah, I just stopped over here to get some food and I was going to go back to my computer in the library.
Okay.
So,
Okay. You have some ID I can double check, please?
may I see your ID?
Yeah, it's right here.
Okay, mine's, my last name's Hines then.
Hines?
Your name is Nelson.
Yep, Deputy Nelson.
All right.
So, as far as ID...
All right, well, I'm going to go back to my computer. Am I being detained?
Yeah, you are for now. So
I am being detained. What's the crime? What's the crime?
what's the
Yeah.
failure to disclose identity at this point?
Okay. Well, I
So-
just told
so
you my
so-
last name.
Okay, what's your first name?
Okay, what's your first name?
Delta 93.
And then I'll, go ahead and tell you my first name. What's the crime?
In Utah,
I'm a little
it's
confused.
failure to disclose identity.
Okay.
That's all it is.
Well, I
Nothing
asked
more
you to
than that.
identify who you are, and so, you showed me your name, so I told
Sure.
you my name.
What's your birthday?
What's your birthday?
I don't need to tell you that
Well, then-
for this job.
I'm asking, you're
Is it
asking me.
Travis?
Yes, that's, yep.
Okay. What's your birthday, Travis?
All right, what's your birthday?
Okay, we don't have to go that route.
Well, it's back and forth, right? So we're just having
For
a
this job,
conversation.
no. We don't have to disclose our
Well, why should I?
our birthday, but you would have to tell.
Okay, why am I
Because it's part
required
of the law in
to?
Utah.
Okay, well, we're having a conversation. Right? What's the crime that I'm committing?
As of right now, there's no crime unless you don't want to
Exactly.
unless you don't want to give us your information. Then it is a crime.
All right,
in
well,
Utah.
that's why I'm asking for your information, and I'm willing to trade information with that.
Well, he gave you his name.
Yeah, I don't know
You
your
want
first
his-
name. It's B. What does B stand
Delta
for?
93
His
would go for.
ID is Delta 93. That's what you need.
I don't know what that means. What is B your first name?
Yes.
It is
Okay, what's your first name?
Brooks.
Brooks. Okay. All right.
It's your Travis.
Yes.
What's your birthday?
And, okay. May I have your birthday?
And actually, no.
All right. Well, I'm willing to give mine, but you're not, so I don't understand
Okay.
what the deal is.
Travis, we're here because of you, not because of us. We're just trying to
What?
figure. We're not saying you're in trouble. We're just trying to.
Yeah, I know.
What's going on?
There's no crime being committed, right? Or
There-
what you're
there
saying?
is.
Okay, I'm being detained because there's a
Sure.
crime being committed.
Well, because you're not giving us your identity.
I'm willing to
You are.
identify who I am.
Well, let's just identify. And then
Well, we're having a
we can
conversation,
introduce
right?
Ourselves after the fact.
We are. What? What do you mean? What's
After-
after the fact of what?
Of you giving him your information.
What information? What am I required
information he
to?
has.
Birthday or picture ID, any kind of identification.
Okay.
Who
It is part
you
of the
are.
Utah law.
For identifying myself, which I did
yes.
do. I told you my name's Travis.
That includes your birthday.
Part of it.
You know, and you got my last name right. Okay.
How do you spell it?
Oh, sure. It's H.
What's your date of birth?
Okay. May I have yours in return?
Actually, no.
Okay.
That's not
Well,
how
what's
it works.
we're identifying each other, right?
But
I
for
need to
us
know who
give
you
our
are.
birthday out is totally different than what we're getting.
It's
to.
totally different.
It is. It's law
Okay.
enforcement.
You don't have to identify who you are yet. I have to give you all. I have to.
Our
What
badge
else
number
do
is
you
what
need
we
to know?
give
You need a urine sample too. What all are we trying to get at?
Sure, if you want to.
What are we trying
I'm
to-
not asking for that.
What am I trying to overcome for this this law that I'm breaking?
To disclose your full identity.
Okay, may I have yours as well?
No.
He told you what his
I already-
name was,
I told yeah, I said my name too.
but we need to know who you
What is that gonna?
How about your picture ID? I showed you mine, so you
I-
can show me yours.
Oh, I didn't quite see it. Let me take another look.
If you pull yours out, then we'll.
Well,
Let you
okay,
take a look.
sure, yeah, it's in this bag here. I can
As long as
pull
you
it
don't
out.
have any
May I
weapons,
see you?
you're gonna pull a weapon on us. You're gonna get
No,
one
go ahead,
pulled
go
on
ahead. You want to
understand?
reach it? You want?
Okay, if you're gonna pull a weapon out of there.
No, it's my ID's in my bag.
Okay.
You can reach in there if you want.
Yeah, if
You want
don't
to feel
mind.
it? You want to feel it? Yeah, go ahead.
Where's it at in there?
Well, it's in that pocket that's open now. So
Okay.
In this pocket here.
no, it's in the smaller pocket. Yeah,
Right
that
in
one.
here?
Yeah. So, yep, that's it. That's right.
It's a
That's no, it's that.
case.
You had it. It's a smaller, yeah.
It's inside there.
Yep. Well, no. May I see your ID in exchange? That's how it works, right? May I?
Yeah, as soon as
I'll
we
you
see
show
yours.
you. I'll show you mine. You show me yours. Right? Oh, may I have your what's your first name?
Let's see your ID.
Let's
B-A-T-T.
pull that out for now,
What?
and we'll go that route. As long as you don't have any warrants, you're on your way. Is that what you're worried about?
No, I have nothing to hide. I'm just asking for you not to. You also disclose who you are too. We have
We have
Barchi.
disclosed who we
Michael
Okay.
Sean Barchi.
All right. I mean, you're
are.
asking me
Deputy
for my.
Nelson,
Yeah,
Deputy
yeah.
Bat,
All right.
Sergeant Barchi.
All right. And what's your first name? You said again? I think you told me, but it's D-Bats. Oh, you don't have to tell me your first name. Is that
Not right now. I think.
okay? All right. Yeah, I have nothing to hide, but I mean,
Okay.
you guys seem to
Well, then
have.
you don't have to worry
You
about
guys seem to have something to hide, so you might have something that you're worried about. I just don't understand. If it's a demand of me to identify myself, I also ask in return
We're here for a reason.
identification as
Someone
well.
was concerned about just so we're here. To
Yeah, and it gives them permission. No, it gives you guys permission to harass me. Pretty much,
We're
because
not
somebody
trying to
calls
harass
you.
we're just trying to
Somebody
identify.
calls you, and that gives you permission to say this guy is a bad guy and
we
start
gotta check out
harassing
everything. We
and
don't
pull
know
your
what's
gun
going
out on me. It gives you permission to do that stuff. And it's amazing. It's strange. People probably don't even know who this caller is. It's just a stranger who calls, and all of a sudden I can become a bad guy and get a gun pulled out on me.
No one said you were a bad guy.
Well, I got a gun pulled on me, so I mean, there's an inclination of that.
Please, please.
We're just trying to identify them.
Yep, yeah, and I'm just asking for identification in return, once again, as we repeat ourselves. But yeah, I'll tell you, I'm at the library, and, I have my computer over there. I just come over to eat. It's great timing. I was sitting in here for maybe 10 minutes, and I get three cop cars. I wasn't parked here for 10 minutes, but I was just sitting in here eating for 10 minutes, and I get 3 cop cars. But I thought this was a public area. I thought it was okay to park
Okay,
here,
appreciate
right?
it. You can have that back. So
All right,
as far
so-
as the concern of the citizen that called us,
Okay.
that's what we wanted to check on. And
Oh, am I being detained?
right now you're good to go.
Okay.
Unless you have any questions for us.
This video begins in broad daylight during a traffic stop where a man and his passenger